What do Falcons do? Rise up. Welcome to Rise Up Reactions, a show we talk all things Falcons, NFL, Georgia sports, and in general, sports news of the day. I'm your host, Dr. Lee Denning, the Golden Hard Dog, and lifelong sports fan. And guys, football is officially back. We have preseason week 1 today, Falcons versus the Dolphins in Miami. Gonna be a hot one down there. They've been doing joint practices, had a couple of injuries in the last week with Jeff Okudah, and then following that up with Clark Phillips III. Thankfully, it looks like neither of them are going to have some long-standing injuries, but it's something that'll probably keep them sidelined through the first few games of the year. Hopefully, they make a good recovery because we need some depth at corner. Word is that the Falcons defense has looked really good on with first string at practice, and for those of you hoping to see some of that tonight, you're probably going to still be waiting. I don't know that the official game plan has really come to light yet for preseason week 1, but I wanted to talk a little bit about what to expect here. The first thing I would say is this. If you're expecting to see Desmond Ridder, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Mac Hollins, you may want to consider waiting to watch until maybe preseason week 2, or maybe just wait until the season starts. We're not going to see a lot of those guys. We might see them for a series. And even if we see them for a series, I don't look for them to be incredibly involved. We all know that preseason does not actually mean anything for the long-term franchise. There's nothing that's an implication for wins and losses here. It's purely to evaluate the talent that's on the fringe. So with that in mind, just kind of looking at the roster here, guys that you can probably expect to see tonight. In terms of offensive linemen, you're not going to be looking for our starters. You're going to be looking at guys like Tyler Vrabel, Justin Schaefer, Ryan Newsel. You're going to be looking at Jalen Mayfield and finally see if he's got a good look going on. That's probably going to be some of our offensive linemen. You might see Bergeron just to get him a little bit of game time experience in the first series, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of him. You're not going to see a lot of our starting linebackers. You're not going to see a whole lot of Troy Anderson and Caden Ellis. You're not going to see a lot of these guys. You're going to see not going to see Bud Dupree. You're not going to see Calais Campbell. You're not going to see Onyemata, and you're not going to see Grady Jarrett. So if you're going in expecting that you are going to see everyone that we drafted, you're going to see the team that's going to be on the field to start week 1 against Carolina, you are setting yourself up for incredible disappointment. Tonight, look for guys to be running the ball like Godwin and Igwebuike. Look for maybe Cordell Patterson to get a run here and there. Look for Tyler Algier to get a couple runs. Bijan will probably have 1 or 2 runs. Carlos Washington Jr. will probably be the main running back for the team. You might have Clint Rakovich as well mixed in there. There's just a large number of guys that might be in the mix here. But again, the biggest thing is this. I want to see what happens early on in the game. I want to see the starting series on offense, and I want to see the starting series on defense. I want to see what we do with our starters if we play them. I want to see, has anybody made any progression? If we do see our starters, what are they looking like against hopefully first stringers for Miami, who should be a pretty solid team if they can stay healthy this year. And that's really all we can hope for from this, is maybe try and find some really good fringe guys that are looking explosive even against second, third, fourth stringers for the NFL teams. Maybe find some solid practice squad guys that we don't want to lose going forward. And then hopefully find those couple of nuggets that look good and avoid major injuries at all costs. That's what we really want to do. But guys, that's all I got for you today. Football is back. I am trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this season, so please, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate the ones of you who have already done so. We have 154 subscribers as of the making of this video, more than I ever could have hoped for a year ago. And again, just trying to grow this channel as much as possible. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And as always, rise up.